Hello, my name is Leonardo Vieira. Welcome to the Spiritism 101. Tonight we have Vanessa Saloni with us, and she will help us understanding the Spiritist teaching. Welcome, Vanessa. Tonight's first question is, so we can better understand Spiritism, is what is Spiritism?
Leonardo, Spiritism has a definition that was given by Allan Kardec. In this book, Introduction to the Spiritist Philosophy, recently translated and published by Allan Kardec Educational Society, we have some excerpts in which Kardec himself defines Spiritism as a science that deals with nature, origin, and destiny of spirits and their relation with the corporeal world. Also, he defines Spiritism as being at the same time a philosophy, a science, and a religion. A science as of its observations, a philosophy as of its a set of principles, and a religion as of its moral consequences. This is what Spiritism is, Leonardo.
Now that we have a basic understanding what Spiritism is, what I'd like to ask you is, where did it start and when did it start?
It all started in France, Paris, France, in the 1850s, when Allan Kardec put together the compilation of the spirit teachings brought through the mediums at his time. He was observing a series of spirit phenomena, and as a researcher, he compiled information that was received through the mediums.
Thank you, Vanessa. You explained a couple of very important things to us. One, you mentioned the name of a gentleman, Allan Kardec, and what I would like to ask you is, who is Allan Kardec? And the last question I would like to ask you is, this information that he compiled, what did it result into?
Allan Kardec was a Frenchman educator. He had a very high reputation at his time, and actually that was his pseudonym. His actual name was Hippolyte Léon Denisard Reville. And Professor Reville was a very noble and important educator at his time. And the reason why he didn't include his name and had to choose a pseudonym was because he didn't want to mix this new doctrine with his teachings in grammar and education in general. And the result of the compilations is what we call nowadays the Spiritist Foundation.
Okay, now the Spiritist Foundation, what is compiled with? And I mean, is there books? Is this some kind of teachings that we can have is available to us?
It surely is. And it all started in 1857 with the Spirit's book. The Spirit's book is the foundation. It could be well described into a summary of all the teachings. They are all here in a very interesting format in questions and answers. So there are 1,019 questions and answers, questions that the spirits made, that Kardec made to the spirits, and the spirits answered through the mediums at Kardec's time. And it's a very interesting book because it answers questions of all different natures, starting from what is God according to Spiritism, to who we are, what we are doing here on this planet, what is our destiny, and many other very modern questions that we nowadays have. But this is not the only one. After this one, we have the publication. We had the publication of the Medium's book. In 1861, Kardec wrote the Medium's book, again, as a compilation of all the Spiritist teachings. And in the Medium's book, we have specific instructions on how mediums should work on their mediumship, and how we, even though we're not mediums, we can understand spirit phenomena and what to do with them, because they have a useful purpose. After the Medium's book, Kardec compiled a very interesting book, The Gospel Explained by Spiritism. In The Gospel Explained by Spiritism, that was published in 1864, we have a compilation of how the superior spirits explain us the teachings of Jesus. It's a very interesting, and we truly recommend this book for our daily life. In 1865, Kardec published Observations and Conversations with the Spirits. In this book, named Heaven and Hell, it explains that there is no heaven, no hell, no purgatory. It's all in our minds. And in the second part of this book, which is one of the most interesting, we have conversations that Kardec had with the spirits through the mediums, from happy spirits to suffering, suicidal ones. And there we have accounts that tell us what may happen to us according to the lifestyle that we have in this present lifetime. And then finally, we have the book, The Genesis. In 1867, Kardec published the Genesis as a compilation of the teachings of the spirits in relation to the understandings of the Genesis, the origin of our planet, the universe, and it also talks about our thoughts and will, the miracles of Jesus, and many other topics. So these, Leonardo, make the foundation of Spiritism. It's important to know that we cannot understand Spiritism without getting to know and reading and studying those books. And we tell this because Spiritism, the word Spiritism, was a new term created by Kardec. Before Kardec, this term didn't exist. And nowadays, when we mention the term Spiritism, we need to study all these books at least to understand what it really is. I know of many people that are reading other books by other mediums that were great, but without understanding this foundation, we cannot understand in depth the advancements and the progress of these teachings.
Thank you, Vanessa, for your time, and thank you all of those who were stuck around with us. I guess from now on we have a lot to learn, a lot to study. I hope that you join us for the next Spiritism 101. Thank you so much, and may God bless you.